Hello, Beau. I hope this message finds you well. I've recently been in discussion with a particular franchise and have obtained their franchise disclosure document, or FDD. As I delve into the process of franchise financing, I want to assure I'm well prepared, especially from an SBA standpoint. Could you kindly share some valuable insights and recommendations regarding financing a franchise, particularly with a focus on SBA-related considerations? Your expertise would be greatly appreciated. Thank you in advance for your assistance. Best regards, Olivia.
All right, great. So I always start with what's the franchise, and I want to get a copy of the FDD. When I'm looking for the bank to bring the deal to, oftentimes that bank may or may not have experience with the franchise. If they have experience with the franchise concept, it's a lot easier sometimes because they've already done 10, 20, 30, 40 of these loans over the last couple of years. So what the franchise concept is, we're always going to need to put together 24 to 36 months of projections. So to get to the projections, whatever we need to know, typically what the average product cost is. So if you're doing HVAC, well, how much, if you do 10 jobs in the first month, what does that break down to? How much is a service call on average? How much is to replace the HVAC? So as we break that down, we got to do the projections. We go through the franchise disclosure and we look at what the costs might be. We have to substantiate those costs with invoices. But really, it starts with the franchise. Is it an established franchise? How many units do they have? Your picture, and that's going to be a Form 413, which is a financial statement. Are you currently working? Are you not working? What's your background? If you're working, that's always usually helps out because you have strong W-2 income. And then your credit score. Most of these smaller banks, for the smaller loans, sub 500, will use the SBSS scoring system. So assuming we score there. Some banks have different caveats, like you have to, they don't pre-qualify you. You actually have to submit the deal, and to submit the deal, you need to fill out the application and have your business entity set up. So that's a little bit backwards because you usually want to know if you're going to be approved. So that's one of the caveats with one bank that I work with. But that bank will do deals that other banks won't for the smaller franchise deals. So it really starts with a conversation, and then we figure out what you're buying or what you're trying to buy, what you look like, what the franchise is going to look like, what's the model, how many units do they have, and then we can kind of reverse engineer and figure out, how to get the loan approved based on the scenario. Because it's, as long as your credit's good, there's nothing on your credit in the past that might eliminate you from being able to get approved. Sometimes there could be a past felony or things like that. And if there's felonies, that's okay. You just sometimes you have to document what happened and get paper, and it may slow up the process. So any past bankruptcies, things like that. But assuming that's all good and you have great credit, it's really going to be a component of finding the right bank and understanding the franchise concept. Is it a startup franchise where they've only got one other unit? Is it a franchise model where they have 300 or 400 units? And then getting the FDD, which is a franchise disclosure document, figuring out what the costs are, making the projections, and getting your 3 years of financials, your tax returns. That's it. It's really not a very complicated process. Where it gets a little bit more complicated are bigger deals, business acquisition with accounts receivable, real estate, a lot of moving parts. But for the franchise, it's pretty simple. You can get a lot quicker answers on a franchise startup. And just the rule of thumb is you want to have equity injection of 15%, maybe only 10% equity injection, and you want 6 or 7 months of reserves. If you have that, you're usually golden. If you're a little bit weaker, then we have to go plan B and figure out, we have to navigate a little bit different if it's going to be tight. Like we've talked about on the show, getting into a franchise with 150,000 total project cost, and you only have 30,000 to your name. So that's a tight deal. So we have to navigate those differently. So it just depends on your situation and the franchise that you're looking at buying. But go to bookwithbeau.com. Happy to discuss this in detail. Thanks for the question.
Meet Beau Eckstein, the driving force behind Business Ownership Coach. With a profound understanding of the frustrations, struggles, and aspirations shared by many, Beau founded this platform. Over time, he has actively listened to the challenges and dreams of countless individuals, and today, he's here to help provide the guidance you need. Unlocking the path to business ownership. Are you currently grappling with the overwhelming task of discovering the ideal path to business ownership? At Business Ownership Coach, Beau and his team are dedicated to addressing these challenges and helping individuals transform their aspirations into reality. Why choose Business Ownership Coach? Proven method. Collaborate with Beau and his team to benefit from their proven approach, tailored to discover the perfect business model aligned with your unique goals. Personalized guidance, crafted specifically for you. Vast business opportunities. They provide options that align with your interests. Holistic approach. Their holistic strategy ensures that you become the best version of yourself, equipped to tackle any challenge. End-to-end support. They stand by your side throughout the entire journey. Proven track record. Countless success stories bear testament to Beau and his team's expertise. Unleash your potential. Start today. Embark on a transformative journey towards financial independence and purpose. Reach out to Beau and his team for a free consultation, and together, they will turn your dreams into tangible achievements. Visit www.businessownershipcoach.com to discover more about Beau and his team's approach. Your success story is their unwavering commitment. Thrive with Business Ownership Coach.
Hey guys, Beau Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.